Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be kind of all about my hair. I wanted to do this video to share with you guys what I do for my hair, and I wanted to include pretty much everything, like shampoo and conditioner, so what I do in the shower, what I do on second day hair, what I do on wash day hair, styles that I do, products that I use when I style my hair. So pretty much this video is just fully dedicated to all about this crazy head of hair. Also, I don't know if you guys even noticed, I did dye my hair quite a little bit ago. My hair naturally pulls red when I dye it, and it's just naturally red already as it is. When it like grows out, my hair is really dark naturally. I would say it's not this dark, but it's a tiny bit lighter than this. Whenever I get my hair dyed, it takes dye really easily, so it pulls really red. And it also just sucks up the dye because my hair is pretty porous and it's pretty dry. I always end up with way darker hair than I anticipated, or way lighter hair if they're bleaching it and whatever. So yeah, I have been through definitely a hair journey, if you would like to call it that. I continue to go through that journey, and I guess you guys are now coming along with me on that journey. So I always am trying to get the balayage look with my hair all the time, and the few times that I have tried it have gone absolutely horribly wrong. So last time I got my hair dyed, I tried to balayage it and it didn't go very well, so I went in and got it just pretty much this color, because when the balayage doesn't work out, I just say go dark, because I'd rather it be one color than like crazy colors. It's been about a month since I dyed it, I'm pretty sure, and it was really dark, basically black. Like, I never want black, but my hair just takes it black basically. Right now where it's at is just from it being washed out and just kind of fading away. And I also have been using Sun-In, which I will talk about a little bit later on. It's too soon. Also, when it comes to, I don't know how to, there's so many things that I could say right now to like explain what it's at. Another thing about my hair is that I get my hair cut by my mom. My mom isn't like a beauty stylist or a beautician or whatever, but she just knows my hair the best, and I've gone to get my hair cut from multiple other places, and I've tried a lot of different salons and like other beauty schools and stuff, and it just never really works out. Like, my mom just knows my hair the best. She even puts in layers and everything, so I just trust her the most with my hair, so that's who I go to get my hair cut. My mom is funny because she doesn't really like to cut my hair because I just kind of have a lot of hair, and she likes it when it's long. When I was back in high school, I used to have hair, I know you can't see, and it was pretty long, and it was nice, I guess, but it was just really stringy looking. My hair just looks a lot more full and has a lot more volume if it's a little bit like shorter, or I would consider this to be kind of medium length. And I also like to have kind of like bangs, if you will. They're not really bangs, they're like pretty much chin length bangs. It just adds a little bit more volume to the top too, because if I like part my hair down the middle, you can see that like it really doesn't have, I don't know if you can see with how dark it is in here, but my hair really doesn't have like a whole lot of volume without my bangs. There we go. It's just like flat. I usually just like pull it all to one side. That's how I get like the most of my volume. The bangs, I always tell my mom to give me like a little bit of layers, like longer layers, with the bangs, kind of like face framing ones, because I like to have them on both sides, so she middle parts it and then puts them on both sides, and then I just like flip it around. And yeah, since high school, I've basically just been like cutting it about this length. I actually had it about here, I would say maybe last year, I think. Last year I had it about that length, and ever since then I've been getting like little trims here and there and kind of letting it grow out a little bit, but I honestly do like it to be a little bit shorter, medium length. When I was younger, for the longest time, I would just use, sorry, there's something in my eye. When I was younger, when I was living with my parents still, pretty much, I was just using whatever shampoo and conditioner my mom was buying. She was always just buying whatever was at like Walmart or the grocery store. It wasn't anything super special, and I wasn't super worried about it either. Then I started going into, which is still a thing that you can get at like Walmart or anything like that. Suave Professionals. This is the Moroccan Infusion Color Care Conditioner, and I would use this one and the shampoo to go with it. I didn't even like research it or anything. I just kind of picked it up and I was like, it's a golden bottle. I'm into that. So I just picked it up. I ended up really liking it, and it really made my hair feel really good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It made it smell really good. I love the smell. Let me smell it. That smells, yeah, it's a good smell. More recently, actually, I realized that I kind of wanted to try something that was a little bit better for my hair, because I'm not fully convinced that this is good for my hair, because with curly hair, we have really dry hair. Naturally, it needs a lot of hydration. So I kind of wanted to look for something that was more curly hair specific. So then I switched over to Not Your Mother's. This bottle is a little bit like, it has like soap and stuff on it because it's in the shower, but this is the Not Your Mother's Naturals, and it's the Tahitian Gardenia Flower and Mango Butter Curl Defining Shampoo. And it says it's for curly hair and it restores bounce to enhance and define your curl. And it also mentions that it is an undressed formula free of sulfates, silicones, synthetic dyes, and parabens. So that was something that I learned a little bit later on, like more recently, I guess, is that for curly hair, you kind of want to stay away from like the sulfates and things like that, because it actually dries out your hair even more. I've been kind of looking more towards this end for products now. So I use this and I use the conditioner to go along with it. It's nice because the bottles look the same, but they have different nozzles, so you can kind of differentiate in the shower. And for me, I have contacts, like prescription contacts and glasses, so if I'm not wearing one of the two, I'm completely blind, so I can't even see in the shower ever. So anyways, for me, it's really nice to be able to see the two different colors, because then I know this one's shampoo, this one's conditioner. These smell pretty good. This is empty, but this still has, I would say, about 35% in the bottle still. I'm like not a major fan of these. I liked the packaging. The packaging is really pretty and it's really small, so it fits really good in like the little corner of my shower, you know. But I feel like this one made my hair really flat. I feel like it didn't give it any volume. When it comes to like defining the curl, because it's a curl defining shampoo and conditioner, I feel like it really didn't do anything like that. I feel like my hair really didn't make any change. If anything, I actually feel like it might have made it even more dehydrated looking. Like it kind of made it not like soft looking, it made it kind of like big and puffy, kind of, if that makes sense. For me, if I don't like something sometimes, like if I really hate it, I won't use it. But if I don't mind it and it's like whatever, I will keep using it. So I did use this one to its entirety, but this one I'm still kind of like gonna keep it in the shower in case I want to use it at some point, you know, who knows. Keeping on the train of like the free of parabens and sulfates and things like that, I wanted to try another one, because for me, I get so apprehensive about trying new hair products because I'm very, very specific about how I want it to be. I'll get into like the products that I use and have tried and things for styling, but to go along with the shampoo and conditioner, I started using Cask Greek yogurt. I started trying it because it's so intriguing to me. This is the shampoo. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like this formula where it's like this middle part right here is like its own separate container, and then there's this like honey fig formulation on the outer part of the bottle, but it's still like it's all in a bottle. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's just really, really cool, and it really drew me to purchase it. I just got this at Walgreens. They have it in other locations, I believe, too. This is the shampoo and this is the conditioner, and basically it's a hydrating shampoo and conditioner. I don't think it's exactly for curly hair, but with curly hair, my biggest problem mainly is hydrating it so it doesn't look dry. So I wanted to try this, and like I said, the packaging was pretty enticing. With this one too, it says on here that it's a dual shampoo formula, and it combines Greek yogurt with fig and honey. So the middle portion is the Greek yogurt, and the outer portion that looks like honey is fig and honey. So when you open it up, there's like, it's so hard to explain. There's like separate holes, like you know how usually it comes out of one hole? There's like separate holes. I think it just dripped on my leg because it's still wet from the shower. There's different like separate holes because one, there's like 3 holes on the outside, like around the main hole, because the main hole is the Greek yogurt, and then the separate holes are where the fig and honey come out. So it comes out all together, and then you just kind of mix it in your hand and you put it in your hair. So I started using this a few weeks ago. I actually just went to Mexico, so if you didn't check out my Mexico vlog, it's a video back, so don't forget to check it out. While I was in Mexico is when I started using these first, and I think it was a pretty fair test to start, because the Mexican sun really took a toll on my hair. It was very, very dry, and while I was in Mexico, it was like this big, so it was pretty crazy. So I think this was good to try out in Mexico too, because it's a hydrating. So, and it was good for traveling, because I think that for me, these are decent size, and I can bring these with me, so this was perfect. In terms of it working, I haven't used it long enough to know if it really does the job, but so far I really like it. It smells very, very good. Let me smell it again. Smell test. It smells, I don't know, like it smells, it's not a fresh smell, but it's kind of like a soothing smell, like kind of like a lotiony butter, like cocoa butter lotion kind of smell. I don't know. It smells very, very good. So I'm gonna keep using this, and I'll keep you guys updated if I like this or not. I was thinking of making a blog post about this to share my thoughts on it, because I just think it's such a cute like bottle. I don't know, I'm into it. So that is my shower care. Oh, before I forget, I like to sometimes do hair masks in the shower. I think that shower hair masks always are like the easiest thing for me to do and the quickest thing for me to do. And a hair mask that I'm using, I don't have the bottle right now, but I'm gonna put a picture of it right here so that you guys can see, because I really can't remember the name of it right now, but I will put a picture and I'll let you know what specific one I used. I used it up and it was pretty nice. It actually made my hair feel really, really good, so I definitely do recommend it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the products that I use. When I get out the shower, I comb my hair while it's wet. Not comb, I brush my hair while it's wet with a brush, which I know is not like the best for your hair, but I can't brush my hair when it's dry. When it's damp, it gets crazy. So I just, right when I get out the shower, I towel dry it for a little bit, and then I brush it and take it out of the towel and brush it. So these are the products, the styling products that I use every day in my hair. And let me tell you, I have tried so many products for my hair, and it's just honestly been trial and error, because it's just, this hair just, it can't be tamed, you guys, it can't. After a lot of trial and error, I finally came to something that works really, really well for my hair, better than anything I've ever tried before. And I do keep trying to experiment just to see if there is anything that works better for me. But so far, this is just the duo. This is the magic combination. I go in with this first. It's a moisture and curl defining for thick curly hair. And I actually don't have thick hair. A lot of people think that I do have thick hair because it's kind of like voluminous a little bit. It's actually, it's not thin hair, but it's not thick hair. It's kind of just somewhere in between, kind of just does its own thing. I just use this because I really like the smell, and I like that it's more of like a cream. I won't do too much of this. Like, this whole little bottle will last me like definitely many months to come. So I've had this now for I think 2 months already, and it's not even halfway done. So I just take like a little bit on my fingertips, and then I just kind of put it through the bottom just to give it that extra hydration. And then I will go in with the absolute holy go product of this whole video. If there's anything you're gonna buy from this video, if you're interested in like trying my routine, this is definitely the thing that I suggest, because this is what really has saved my hair. This is the Not Your Mother's Kinky Moves Curl Defining Hair Cream. And it's such a weird name, and every time I have to try to ask somebody, or like I tell people what I use, they're like, what? Okay. But this is what it's called, I don't know. It's infused with grapeseed and jasmine extracts. The smell isn't terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so used to the smell because I've used this now for so many years, and it's really like it's a pretty sticky consistency. It's like a sticky gel slash cream. For me, this really helps define the curl, because if I don't use this, my hair looks kind of like poofy and a little bit like, I don't know, it looks really dry and poofy kind of. With this, it really like brings it all together into a nice defined curl. My hair naturally is this curly. I don't do anything extra to make it curly like this. Even if I like comb it straight and then just let it air dry, it will air dry to be like this. It'll just be like a less tamed version of it. It'll just be a little poofier and not have like as much volume at the top. I do put a decent amount of this. These bottles do go kind of quick for me. I would say I go through one bottle maybe like once a month. So Sorry, that's my radiator. I found that they have packs of 6 on Amazon because this is so impossible to find anywhere. I can find this at Walmart and some CVS locations, but I can't find this anywhere else. And every time I go to Walmart or CVS, they're always out. So I sometimes really do struggle to get this. So finding the 6-pack on Amazon really helped because I for sure use it all the time. This is what I use every single day. So, well, every time I wash my hair or get it wet. But I think at Walmart, I get this for like $4.74 maybe, $4.74 I think it is. It lasts me pretty much the whole month, and it works for my hair, so I for sure buy this. If I don't have any money to buy anything else, I will buy this no matter what. So this is the holy grail product that I swear by. When I'm putting the curl enhancing smoothie in my hair, I'll put it in like this, and I'll put it in kind of like with the straight hair, the straight wet hair, I'll like put it in the bottoms. But then when I put this in, I will put it in my hands and I'll put it through my hair straight again. But then at the end, I'll like curl it, like scrunch it like this, just to like make sure it really gets in. And so it's like defining curls instead of defining, because it's a sticky formula, so I don't want it to make it sticky and straight. So I kind of just help it get around, and I just kind of scrunch my hair around like this. I will flip my hair upside down and then I will diffuse it. And I mainly focus it on the roots and then kind of like through the middle of my hair, and then I pretty much let the ends just kind of dry on their own, because I don't want to dry it out even more with the diffuser. While it's kind of like still air drying, I'll do my makeup and like put on my outfit and other things like that. And then when it's like pretty much dry, I'll flip my hair back over again, upside down, and then I'll like scrunch the bottoms and get out, because it is a tiny bit crunchy. Like in some, if an area gets too much of this in one strand, it will get a little crunchy. So then I simply just scrunch out my hair, make sure I like get out all the crunchiness if there is any, and then I flip it back, and then that's pretty much it. And then I just flip it around, figure out a part, kind of fluff it up a little bit. If it is kind of dry, sometimes it's more dry than other days, so I will go in with the Moroccan oil treatment. So this is like a little, I got this little sample, I talked about it in my February favorites video, I think. And this is something that I got when I went to like get a free haircut once. So I have been using this just to put like a little tiny bit in my palm, and then I kind of rub it together, and I flip my hair upside down again, and then I kind of scrunch it in the ends, and then a little bit in like the bang area. That is basically what I do every single day. I shouldn't say every day, because I don't wash my hair every day. I just kind of listen to what my hair says to me. Like I kind of try to listen to like what it's doing. Like if it's really dry, then I won't shampoo it or I won't wash it that day, and I'll just let it go another day. If it's really, really oily, I need to either put dry shampoo or wash it. I wash my hair every other day, I would say. Sometimes if it's really dry, I won't wash it for like 2 days. But when I say wash, it's kind of different, because for me, it's always easier if I wet my hair at least so I can restyle it, because when I sleep, the curls get really deformed. I just like to get it wet just to redo the curls, but I don't shampoo or condition or anything. It's kind of like a rinse, but I'm just doing it to get my whole head wet so that I can restyle it. So I would say that I do rinse my hair almost every day. If I'm not doing anything that day, I won't, and I'll just kind of put it up in a bun or something, which isn't really cute, but some days if I'm trying to not get my hair wet at all, because sometimes I don't have a lot of time, and even getting it wet and restyling it takes a little bit of time. So if I really don't want to take that time, I will try to just sleep appropriately. So I just kind of like pull my hair up and like get it all, like if I'm pretend I'm laying on my pillow, so I'm laying on my pillow, right? And then I just like pull all my hair up, get it all into like a little, like a ponytail kind of thing, but I don't actually put a ponytail. I just kind of gather it all and I grab it and then let it lay like over my pillow, if that makes any sense. Hopefully when I'm sleeping, instead of like tossing and turning on the curls, I'm just kind of rolling my head and the curls just kind of lay on top of the pillow. If I am trying to do that, it doesn't happen very often, and even with that method, my hair, like I move in my sleep, so my hair still does get a little bit kinky. I use that sometimes, not all the time. I have heard a lot of people who do like the pineapple approach. I don't know what that's called exactly, but basically where you like take all of your hair on top of your head, put it into a really loose bun so that it kind of keeps it together in one spot so that when you're sleeping it doesn't like roll around and get crazy. But for me, if I put like a bun or any ponytail in my hair, it gets really kinky, so then when I take it out the curls are deformed and they don't look very nice. If you guys want, I could do like a styling video to show you guys hairstyles that I do, but it wouldn't be super interesting because I don't really do like too many hairstyles. Honestly, most days I just wear my hair down because it's the easiest to do. So if you guys want me to do a hairstyle video, just comment down below and let me know, and I can definitely do that for you. This is more of like a talk through video. I didn't really show you guys what I would do, so if you guys actually want to see how I do these things, I do have a how I style my curly hair video way back years ago. But if you want me to do an updated one, I could also redo it so you can see what I kind of do now. It's the same exact procedure, honestly, but I can just redo it so you guys can see. Let me know if you like this video. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss when I post a video, because I don't really have a posting schedule. I kind of just post whenever I want. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do post. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Delete. Never been a chore. A and B. A and G. Never been the floor. Delete.